All right. So I've been watching heaps of clips on YouTube about uh, people's coming out stories and stuff like that. So I thought that I'd do my own, mainly because I I'm not your typical gay guy. I listen to heavy metal and punk rock and all of that more extreme side of music. I don't really like Britney, Kylie, or Madonna, or Cher. I fucking hate that shit. Um, so this is more towards people that like can't relate to that scene of going to, you know, gay nightclubs and stuff like that, and fitting in with that kind of dance music. More yeah, it's more towards people that are into band orientated music. Like whether it be heavy music or whatever, doesn't really matter. But I kind of knew that I liked boys from a young age, like when I was about probably I have memories of stuff that happened with my mates and stuff from when I was like uh, from as young as like 4, um, even like 5 when I started going to kindergarten. I can remember doing things, and it never really I never really felt weird or wrong or anything. Um, but I grew up in a fairly conservative place. I live in Melbourne, Australia now, but I'm originally from Adelaide, and you know, I I know more people, more gay. I've got gay friends in Adelaide now. Some of them who I did go to primary school with, but um, like not it's not wasn't that common or anything like that. It was mainly like sports orientated. They didn't even have a music program at the actual primary school I went to. It was about 11 or 12. I was really starting to think, okay, well, you know, this is something I feel really strongly about, and um, I'd had girlfriends, and I even had girlfriends after, trying to sort of, you know, basically like just give everything a go, just to see, if I could, but I just couldn't. I couldn't suppress it. I couldn't deny it. It's just the way it was. So I remember having a moment in the bathroom, staring at myself um, in the eyes, and just going, I know, like this is, I like boys. This is the way it is for me. Um, I really liked the way men's minds worked. Um, I wanted to be with someone that could relate to how I felt, on the same level. That it just made more sense to me. So anyway, I went through high school, and I'd done stuff with boys, but still I'd never told anyone. I hadn't told any of my friends and stuff for a while. Like I told one of my best friends, and she was like, she was pretty shattered actually, because I think she wanted me to be her boyfriend. um, so yeah, but we're still the best mates now, and I'm actually going to in a bridal party for her wedding, which is kind of funny. But so she ended up finding her man, but yeah, I still haven't. But anyway, um, so although I was doing stuff with guys during high school, none of my crew, like none of my close friends knew anything like that until I left high school when I was about 16 or 17 or something like that. And I used to I remember coming out to my friends was at a party. Well, it wasn't even a party. It was just like at my house, and it was my band at the time. Were all just drinking. It was probably after a band rehearsal or something like that, and I was really drunk, and I just really had to tell someone. I just had to get it off my chest. So, um, I was just like, "Oh, guys, I got something to tell you, and you know, don't kill me, don't hate me for it, because you know, I'm still the same person." And then I said, "Oh, I'm gay. I like guys and stuff," and so then they were like, okay, yeah, cool, whatever. They didn't really give a shit, which was pretty awesome. Um, so that sparked a whole bunch of other stuff with some of the band members, actually. But anyway, we, I then I started working at a call center, and I really wanted to have a boyfriend. Like I just wanted to be with someone. And so I ended up meeting this guy, and like the, the energy, the instant energy was just incredible. And like I'd done stuff with guys before, but this was like this was like the first kiss, and it was the only way I can describe it was just like like just electricity, like a lightning bolt had just like slammed between us, and it was just went off. It was just incredible. So that was my first experience, and the confirmation from that, it just made me feel so good. It was just like this is like this is it. This is how it is for me. It made me feel so much better. Um, so anyway, we lasted for a while, for about 5 or 6 months or something, and then it kind of got to the point where I was like, okay, I have to tell my parents, and I at first I thought my dad would beat me up, and my mum would be like, a bit upset for the same reason every mum, gets upset. It's like, um, they're not gonna have grandkids, which is some, mum parent thing. Um, so anyway, I finally worked myself up enough courage because my mum used to give me a ride to my boyfriend's house all the time, and she never knew that that's what she was doing. But one day when she picked me up from there, because I didn't have my license or a car at the time, um, she what when we pulled into my driveway because I had moved out as well. I was living with um, my band, um, and I was like, "Mum, I've got something to tell you." And then I was like, "Mum, I'm gay, and the guy that you've been dropping me off to visit, he's not my friend. He's my boyfriend. But like, I'm still the same as before I told you, so nothing's really changed except now you just know that that's what it is." And then I like jumped out of the car and slammed the door, and she took off.